Hi students, welcome. In this session, as a continuation of the identification of functional groups of organic compounds, let us learn about the tests for alcohol and phenol groups. Okay, so for aliphatic alcohols, sodium metal test is there, and then we are going to look at a ester test, acetyl chloride test, and ceric ammonium nitrate test is also there, followed by xanthate test. Then we are going to look at tests to differentiate primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols. Under this classification, I have two tests, Lucas test and Victor Mays test. And for phenols, neutral ferrichlorate test is very important, and a test with the sodium and its compounds. Then we are going to discuss about bromine water test, followed by dye tests. Finally, Lieberman's test and Thalian tests. So under test for alcohol, the first test is sodium metal test. When sodium metal is added with an aliphatic alcohol, hydrogen gas will be evolved. So we will get RONA plus half hydrogen. So this hydrogen gas will be evolved. This hydrogen gas can be confirmed by the burning of splint with a pop sound, and the evolution of hydrogen when added with a reactive metal is the proof for the alcohol to have acidic nature. So however, alcohol when it is added with a sodium hydroxide or sodium carbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, there will be no reaction. Okay, so this indicates that the alcohol has a very weak acidic nature. Okay, whereas phenol, an aromatic alcohol which is stronger than aliphatic alcohols, will react with the sodium hydroxide, but it won't react with the sodium carbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate. The next is ester test. So when alcohol is added with acetic acid in the presence of any acid, any carboxylic acid in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, esters will be the products, right? So we will get an ester and water, right? And this reaction is also known as Fischer's esterification, is in equilibrium, and the forward reaction will be favored by the removal of water molecule by the concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, as esters are sweet smelling or fruity smelling substances, we can confirm the presence of alcohols from the smell. However, phenols will not react in this reaction as the reaction is very slow. The next test is acetyl chloride test. So when alcohols are treated with acetyl chloride, sweet smelling alcohol esters will be products, right? Sweet smelling esters along with the evolution of HCl gas. Okay, so the HCl gas can be confirmed by the conventional test, that is a glass rod dipped in ammonia, aqueous ammonia of course, will give you a dense white fumes, right? A dense white fume, which is nothing but ammonium chloride, right? Next test is a ceric ammonium nitrate test, which can also be abbreviated as CAN test. So when a few drops of alcohol is added with ceric ammonium nitrate, a pink or red color is formed. Okay, so when aliphatic alcohol is taken, I will get either pink or red color precipitate. Whereas if I take a phenol, then I will get a brown color or black color precipitate. So using which I can differentiate aliphatic alcohols and phenols. The last test is xanthate test. So when aliphatic alcohols are added with potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide in the presence of carbon disulfide, and at high temperature, salts of potassium salt will form. Salts of this alcohol will form, right? Salts of this alcohol along with water, and when this salt reacts with the carbon disulfide, will give you a compound like this. So it's an organosulfur compounds which is yellow in color. Okay, from this I can identify that the compound what we have taken is alcohol. Now we are going to look at the tests to differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Okay, so the first one is Lucas test, and anhydrous zinc chloride along with the concentrated hydrochloric acid is the reagent in Lucas test. This combination of these two will also be called as Lucas reagent. As the tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary alcohols, which are again more reactive than primary alcohols, they form corresponding chlorides, and the rate of reaction is the indicator to differentiate them. Okay, so when primary alcohol is taken along with this Lucas reagent, it won't react with it at room temperature. That's why I will get always a clear solution. When I take secondary alcohol, due to the stability order of the intermediate carbocation, the cloudiness will appear after 4 to 5 minutes, after some time. Okay, whereas tertiary alcohol will give you more stable carbocation as an intermediate. It will form immediate cloudiness. So the rate of the reaction is here the indicator to differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. The next test to differentiate primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols are Victor-Meyer's test. Actually, this is a 4-step reaction. In the first step, I will take alcohol along with the phosphorus in the presence of iodine and I will heat it up. Then corresponding iodide will form, which will be treated with the silver nitrate followed by nitrous acid, and finally potassium hydroxide will be added with it. So when I do all these steps, primary alcohol will give me a red color, secondary alcohol will give me a blue color, whereas tertiary alcohol will give me no color. Okay, no color, no characteristic color will be produced. Now this can be done due to the presence of a number of alpha hydrogens. Since primary alcohol has 2 alpha hydrogens, all 4 steps will happen and the final product is red color. Okay, red in color. Whereas in secondary alcohol, since it has only 1 alpha hydrogen and it cannot involve in the final step, and hence the third step color, that is blue color, will prevail. Tertiary alcohols will not undergo last 2 steps as it has no alpha hydrogen, so no characteristic color will appear. Now we are going to look at the tests for phenol. The first test is neutral ferric chloride test. So when phenol is added to neutral ferric chloride, a complex will be produced. The complex will look like C6H5O 6 times and 3 minus plus 3HCl. This is the product you will get, and the color of this one will be violet. Okay, this is the characteristic test for phenols. Second one is test with the sodium and its compounds. When phenol is added with the sodium metal, the corresponding sodium phenoxide will be obtained, okay, along with the evolution of hydrogen gas. And when phenol is added with the sodium hydroxide, same sodium phenoxide will be obtained along with water. This means I can understand that sodium hydroxide neutralizes phenol, and phenol will not react with the sodium carbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, indicating that it is a weak acid. So bromine water test. When bromine water is added with phenol, a white precipitate of 2,4,6 tribromophenol will be the product. So white precipitate is the indicator for the presence of phenol. I'll get bromine substituted product. Tribromo derivative 2,4,6 tribromophenol. So when phenol is coupled with benzene diazonium chloride in slightly alkaline medium at ice cold condition, a red-orange dye of para-hydroxyazobenzene will be obtained. So this is in red-orange, red color or orange in color. This dye will be obtained, which is a characteristic test for phenol. Next one is Lieberman's test. So when phenol is added with a nitrous acid, para-nitroso compound will be produced. This is para-nitroso compound which will be obtained, and this will react with excess of phenol in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid to give indophenol. This compound is known as indophenol, and the color of indophenol is red. Okay, so when this indophenol is diluted with the sodium hydroxide, this red color will be changed to deep blue color. Okay, which is an indication for the presence of phenol. The last test for phenol is Thallium test. When phenol is fused with phthalic anhydride, this is phthalic anhydride, okay, in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, phenolphthalein will be the product. And we know that phenolphthalein will be colorless in acidic solution. So since I have taken as concentrated sulfuric acid, the phenolphthalein thus formed will be colorless. But when I add a little amount of potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide, it will turn to pink in color, which is an indication that the substance what we have taken was phenol. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you. Please do subscribe this channel. Thank you once again.